The Department of Justice's Inspector General has finally, after almost 4 years, released a report about the agency's triumphs and failures regarding the Capitol Riot, what the agency, the FBI, did before, during, and after the Capitol Riot. And one of the focal points of this Inspector General's report was basically to debunk all of these right-wing conspiracy theories pushed by people like Marjorie Taylor Greene that the FBI somehow instigated the attack on the Capitol on January 6th. Here is what the report says. We found no evidence in the materials we reviewed or the testimony we received showing or suggesting that the FBI had undercover employees in the various protest crowds or at the Capitol on January 6th. They did, however, point something out. And this is what's really interesting about this report. See, the FBI has what they call confidential human sources. CHS is what they call these people. So these confidential human sources were people that the FBI had reached out to on the right to give them information on the so-called Antifa activists. The FBI was working with these right-wing wackadoos to try to take down people on the left. And they were just informants. They were not, anybody that was suggested or accused of a crime. They were just like, hey, you do a lot of stuff, going after Antifa. How about you tell us what you know about them? So they were confidential human sources. And then the FBI pointed out, by the way, some of those people were in fact involved in the Capitol riot. They said, none of these FBI confidential human sources were authorized to enter the Capitol or a restricted area or to otherwise break the law on January 6th, nor was any CHS directed by the FBI to encourage others to commit illegal acts on January 6th, and none of the confidential human sources who entered the Capitol or a restricted area have even been prosecuted. If you don't understand what the FBI is telling us, then let me explain it to you. These confidential human sources, who were far-right lunatics, basically. One, the agency wanted them to basically do some recon on Antifa so they could lock up people on the left. Two, these people, the FBI is admitting, they entered the Capitol grounds. They entered the building, which, of course, is what most of the Capitol rioters have been charged with. But don't worry, because these people were never charged. There are people to a degree, but they're on the right. We wanted them to go and instigate Antifa to do horrible things, not conservatives. That's what this report is telling us. But as I mentioned, it's not just about what the agency did on January 6th. It's also about what they didn't do. The report continues. While the FBI undertook significant efforts to identify domestic terrorism subjects who planned to travel to the Capitol region on January 6th, we also determined that the FBI did not take a step that could have helped the FBI and its law enforcement partners with their preparations in advance of January 6th. Specifically, the FBI did not canvass its field offices in advance of January 6, 2021, to identify any intelligence, including confidential human sources reporting about potential threats to the January 6th electoral certification. So, by the way, not only were we trusting these people to go do recon on Antifa, not only did they not get charged, but we also didn't look at, their social media, to find out what was being planned for the Capitol. We didn't ask them to, hey, if you see something, say something, like you hear over the speakers in the airport. No, we should have done that. Yeah, they said we should have done it because maybe we could have stopped it ahead of time. So because the FBI chose to work with right-wingers, it just led to this cascade of failures and, of course, conspiracy theories that have emerged since then. That's what happened. That's what this report is telling us. So all those conspiracy theories about Antifa being in the crowd, that's total BS. But if you think that's going to stop people like Marjorie Taylor Greene from saying that, then you're kidding yourselves. This report means nothing to those people, right? The facts, the information, the testimony, none of that is going to change their talking points. But at least the rest of us will, at least know that, hey, these people are lying, and now we've got the proof to show it. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.